Welcome to my virtual studio tour. For more information, contact Jennifer Perlmutter, and her information will be at the end as well. My name is River Huston, and I am a working artist. I live with my little dog, Bruno, who loves goats, and he's even gotten in the pen. They don't know what to make of him, but I am blessed to live in Napa County, and the first thing I do every morning is I put on my shoes and I head out the door for a walk in this amazing setting, and it clears my mind and prepares me for a day of painting. And I paint outdoors. I love the freedom of painting outdoors, making a mess without worrying about it, and just enjoying nature. So we're going to hop right in. The first piece is a 36 by 48 combined mediums on canvas, perched for your pleasure. I used an app called Art Rooms so you can see it in a room. Next up we have 43 by 53 Unstretched Madness. Again, we'll be able to see this in Art Rooms. Next we have a 24 by 36 on canvas, The Next Message. Now some paintings come really easy and others you struggle. This was one that came very easy to me, whereas this one, a 48 by 48, one of us must know, took years to make. It just wasn't right until it finally was right. And this is a 48 by 60, The Hat That Kept the Soul from Drifting Away. I took several pictures of this and I saw that the colors were always different and your monitor may be different. So whenever possible, it's always best to see things in person, but I do take them in a lot of different photos. Here we have Calm Center, a highly textured piece using combined mediums. The next one is When Time Repeats Itself. I went through a phase of doing these round objects. You can interpret them however you like, but I couldn't seem to stop myself, and this is one of my favorites. 48 by 48. I said, I'd like to see you, and the whale said, always. Another painting that took years to make. Next is a 26 by 36, In the Twilight. A gentle piece, saturated colors. Here is 24 by 36. I am not who you think I am. You are who you think I am. And this is using transfers and a lot of different combined mediums. This is 48 by 48 on a wood panel and acrylic, the effect of gamma rays on marigolds, and again using Art Rooms. This is 60 by 60, fires alive inside the night, and we were able to see the full piece on a wall here. Now here's a 30 by 40. I would like to borrow your love tonight. I started to use these very saturated colors, and instead of blending them in, I let them sit. This is a mental journey, at 18 by 24 inch, and I enjoyed allowing the colors to sit on the canvas. And we have another one, 24 by 24, Sign Up for the Ride. Again, heavily saturated piece, and at less blending than I usually do in my work. The next one is again saturated, 12 by 12, Walking Alone Without Feet. And again, using art apps, I put that in a room. This is Do You Come Here Often? 24 by 24. and it is very textured, a lot of color in there. And here we have it on a wall. This is 36 by 48. The change in the light on Tuesday. And we'll get to see it in a whole nother light hanging up. This is a 48 by 48 wood panel, unmarked nights. Again in my circle stage, but highly textured, on plaster, on wood, using gold dust, metal, cement. This is 24 by 36 inches, situation straightened. And you see it here hanging. This is 48 by 48. Got into doing a lot of monotone work. You'll see that a little later as well. This is you, me, and everyone we know. I also got into doing collage on wood and paper. I just found it invigorating to work small and really use the saturated colors in a variety of combination of colors and drawing. You can see there's drawing into the collage. I did several of them on wood boards. These are 12-inch by 12-inch wood boards, and this would be on paper, and that would be 24-inch by 36-inch. And as you could see, that there were several of them, and just enjoyed the whole process of doing collage. I love working large, and I had the opportunity to do that on these wooden pieces. They are 8 foot by 4 feet. This particular piece, I used a lot of different glazes, and it took over a year of time leaving it outside, letting nature do its thing, water-soluble pencils, and then it finally one day became the painting it was meant to be. The next one is a 4 foot by 4 foot piece, and it's on a 40-year-old piece of wood, so no problems with warping. And I played off on its textures that were already there, and that was very pleasurable. This one, on the other hand, was a battlefield, and mainly my own doing, because I used every different kind of material. I was being very experimental. I felt I could be very loose with these pieces. The same with this one as well, because I just played with resin and sand and spray paint and cement and marble dust, and my favorite sealer, Modern Masters Dead Varnish, which will hold just about anything together. I also love working with found materials. These pieces here are all 20 inches by 36 inches, and they are roofing tiles. So I let the texture do the work. I played within that texture with the paint, so I wasn't doing too much more than really just paint, except on this one here I used a little plaster, and I love to get the plaster to crack, but it is totally, again, sealed. Here are some large pieces. I found some found pieces. I found a large bolt of nylon and allowed me to do huge pieces. Here's some work that is at Jennifer Perlmutter's studio that you could go over there and see in person. This is 18 by 18 on canvas. The cross is the thing you might need most. This is Nubile Life, 48 by 48 inches. Ye Be Timed Traveled is 40 by 30, and this is 30 by 40. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. And here we have a 60 by 60 combined mediums on canvas. And this one here was a very special painting, a very healing painting for me. I was sick for a long period of time, and this is what I had on my right across from my bed, so I could watch it in all the different lights. And even though it's a neutral, there's so many nuanced colors in it. And here you can kind of see that in this setting. Here is Don Quixote, and he's on plaster, 24 inch by 36 inch. And next up we have a 60 by 60 inch, very textured canvas using a lot of papers, and here almost going neutral, but or monochrome, but a very gentle painting. And this is a 20 by 48 inch piece called Unnamed in Peace, and you can see that it's a pretty long piece. This is a 20 by 48 inch on wood board, combined mediums using metal dust and a variety of different things. This is a 48 by 48 canvas. He was never known. I wanted to call it fire season, but since I live in the fire zone, I decided bad idea and didn't do that. Our next one is 48 by 48 inches, combined mediums of plaster, marble dust, gold dust, acrylic paint, charcoal, Elmer's glue, and the famous Modern Masters. Can't say enough for Modern Masters materials, but their dead varnish really held this piece together with all those different mediums. Here we have a 48 by 48 as part of a 3-piece series, and 2 have sold to different people. And here we have her on a wall. This is a 60 by 60 wild horses. Try to photograph things as in many different lights as I can, because they look different on different screens, but I think I got this pretty true. This one here is 20 by 30. Funny about that, and it's a neutral. So for more info, go to Jennifer Perlmutter's gallery, email her, Google her. You'll see everything that you need. If you want more time to look at these things, go to riverhoustonart.com. And I want to thank you for coming on my studio tour. I hope that you enjoyed it.